Welcome to Canada, where the facts don't matter and the stats always lie.
But I don't care, 'cause I know it's so rare.
One thing that I want to highlight for all the people that are currently supporting the firearms ban is that there have been 3 different peer-reviewed studies that I've read recently that all come to the same conclusion. The first one is called The Failed Experiment, Gun Control and Public Safety in Canada, Austria, England, and Australia. What's very interesting about it is it goes on to say that despite what we see in the media or that what we think of the United States, is that almost every single state that has introduced concealed carry has seen a stark reduction in firearms related crime and homicide, violence, everything like that. It also goes on to explain that they have minimum mandatory sentencing for firearms related crime and that there's a direct effect on lowering crime and, of course, specifically violent crime with firearms when we have that in place. The Liberals currently think it's total hogwash and they've essentially completely eliminated it, and we're constantly seeing people committing violent acts or attempted murder with a prohibited firearm and they get out on bail, which is just crazy. So I read another one which is called The Effects of Firearms Legislation on Suicide and Homicide in Canada from 1981 to 2016. The first little quote from it that I thought was interesting, which is in the first paragraph of this second one, goes, "There is no association found with firearm prevalence rates in per province and provincial suicide rates, but an increased association with suicide rates was found with rates of low income, increased unemployment, and a percent of Aboriginals in population. In conclusion, firearms legislation had no associated beneficial effect on overall suicide and homicide rates. Prevalence of firearms ownership was not associated with suicide rates whatsoever." That's very, very, very important. The CCFR, or Tracy Wilson from the CCFR, just did a rather interesting debate with a girl named Hera from New Zealand that is completely for banning all firearms, and she is quoted as saying that I don't want to get hung up talking about facts because we're not going to get anywhere with that. Makes a lot of sense, right? It's because the facts have proven time and time again with almost every single study that has been done that what we are doing, banning a specific firearm here or a specific firearm there, it is accomplishing nothing. We're not doing the right thing. We need to be focusing on unemployment. We need to be focusing on mental health. This study, along with every other study I've read, has proven that we need to take a different approach on this. And until we do, we're not going to see any difference. We're not going to see anybody's life saved, which is very, very sad. I want to see our government take some accountability for its actions. I want to see gun smuggling stop. I want to see unemployment rates go down. I want to see actual progress within our community. And I'm going to provide links for these 2 studies, and I'll look for the third one as well and provide that if you're interested in reading. But these are really important. If we're going to have logical and fact-based assessments before bringing in laws, these are the studies we need to look at. And before you get too crazy, like, oh, it's just one person's opinion, each one of these is peer-reviewed, and one of them is actually from StatsCan. I think it's statscan.gc.ca. I'll provide the link for that as well. It's literally from Statistics Canada. What more evidence do we need that what we're doing will have no effect and it's foolish? Let's come together and actually think of a way that we can solve problems together, because divided, we're not getting anywhere. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Is Hera totally correct? Should we ignore facts? Should we ignore stats? Or maybe we'll get somewhere with them. Maybe not. I don't know. If you like this, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and let's continue fighting this. Thanks, guys.